Prince Charles and his wife Camilla are going to make a 3-day trip to Canada next month that will see them visit Newfoundland and Labrador, the Northwest Territories, and the Ottawa region. This will be the 19th time the heir to the throne has visited Canada. Governor-General Mary Simon says the trip during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee year will give Canada a chance to showcase its diverse and inclusive society and the resilience of Indigenous communities. Joining us now to discuss the royal visit and the place of the Crown in Canada is Dr. Michael Jackson, President of the Institute for the Study of the Crown in Canada. Sir, welcome to Forum Daily.
Great to be here.
So what do we know about this visit so far?
Well, what we know is that the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, that's Prince Charles and Camilla, are coming to Canada in May for 3 days to celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, her 70th year on the throne, which is a very historic and record-breaking anniversary, as you can imagine. What we also know is they're only going to 3 places in those 3 days: Newfoundland and Labrador, the National Capital Region, and the Northwest Territories.
Yes, and as you mentioned, it comes during the Platinum Jubilee year. What is the significance of the Platinum Jubilee?
The Platinum Jubilee is absolutely a remarkable and historic occasion for all the Queen's realms, and that sure includes Canada. If you look at what Canada is now and the monarchs that reigned over us, the only one that has reigned longer than Queen Elizabeth II is Louis XIV of France. 72 years in the 17th and 18th centuries. And the way the Queen's going, she's going to break that record.
It's always interesting, the King Louis of France. Who would have thought that far back? But appreciate it. So the Governor General says the tour will allow Indigenous communities to showcase their resilience. So let's take a step back here. And what is the relationship between the Crown and Indigenous peoples in Canada?
Going back even to the 17th century France, the First Nations, Indigenous peoples in Canada, when the European settlers came, like from which I'm descended, they made treaties and agreements with the monarch of the day. So we start out with Louis XIV in France and his successors in the 18th century. And then when the British arrived, the treaties were made with King George III, was issued a royal proclamation in 1763, guaranteeing that the lands on which the Indigenous peoples dwelt were their lands, and they could only be occupied by settlers under treaty and agreement with them. And then the Treaty of Niagara 2 years later in 1785 confirmed that for the First Nations of that area. And since then, we have a series of treaties which are with the monarch, starting with Queen Victoria and now recognized through Queen Elizabeth II as Queen of Canada.
So the Crown in Canada is not just the person of Queen Elizabeth II, but is also the top of the legal and political system in this across the country. So how central has the Crown been to making Canada what it is today?
The Crown is absolutely central in our Canadian identity. We are a constitutional monarchy. We've been a monarchy of some kind for 500 years. Previous, there were Indigenous forms of government, of course, but the Indigenous people have taken a particular close relationship with the monarch and the Crown because it's a people-to-people relationship. It's a kinship relationship. And in our system of government, the Crown is kind of the pinnacle, as it was. It represents the 3 constituent parts: legislative, executive, and judicial. The monarch symbolically is the head of it all. And her constitutional guarantees underpin our system of democratic government in Canada.
It's not just democratic life, but as well as government officials also swear an oath to the Queen. Can you tell us a little bit about that and its importance as well to governance in Canada?
That's right. I was an officer in the Army Reserve years ago, and we swore allegiance to the Queen. We don't swear allegiance to a political party or a government, not even to a flag, not even to a constitution. We swear allegiance to a sovereign who embodies all that and is totally nonpartisan and removed from the fray. It's an ideal, it's a symbol, and a very powerful one.
Indeed. So for viewers who may be wanting to learn more, where can they go to learn or read up about the Crown in Canada?
The Department of Canadian Heritage has an excellent website under the Government of Canada website, and I would commend that. very much, particularly in this Platinum Jubilee. Canadian Heritage and the Office of the Governor General have produced a really spectacular Platinum Jubilee emblem, and they've made lapel pins available with that and flags. So that's a good source. Our own institute, we've done a series of backgrounders on the Crown to make it accessible to the ordinary citizen. And if you Google us, the Institute for the Study of the Crown in Canada, find our website, you'll get it there.
Fantastic. Well, Dr. Michael Jackson, President of the Institute for the Study of the Crown in Canada, thank you.
It's a pleasure.